Hello everyone, happy baby wearing week. Cheering squad. Woo! There we go. Baby wearing week. Baby wearing week. Day number 4, Thursday, October 4th. And we are going to be giving away an Ergobaby Omni 360.
Yay!
Alright, so those that know me know that I absolutely love this carrier because it is readily available just about any place that sells carriers, and it is a phenomenal option for caregivers that have newborns, 6-month-olds, 1-year-olds, 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds. It does all the things. And there's a lot of carriers out there that say they do all the things, and this one I actually feel like truly does. So I'm going to demo it. I'm going to point out some of the features, hopefully answer some of your questions, and of course you get to win one. So we had a little bit of a shipping snafu, so we don't have the Omni 360, just the standard one. We have the Cool Air Mesh, but the advantage of that is that I get to point out the difference in the features and why this one is my favorite of the Omni 360 series. So if you're familiar with Ergobaby's products, they have a carrier called the Ergobaby 360, and that actually debuted 2013, because that was our first year when we were doing things like the Baby Wearing World Record in LA, and if you were there, say yay, say hi, wherever you're coming from. And it really shook up the baby wearing industry, and it's been a really interesting and fun journey to see how carriers have changed, the advancements that's come out, and I love that we get to feature this carrier at our events, and I get to personally use it with my daughter Luella, who is 3, and one of you is going to be able to use it with your little one too. So in order to enter into the giveaway, make sure you're giving us all the hearts. Do I look like a ghost?
Cool.
I look like a ghost. It's chilly today. It's so soft. It's really cozy, but I'm wearing all black underneath too. So I'm very, very pale. I'm feeling the October vibes. But in order to enter to win, give us hearts, share the video far and wide, and then Michelle, who is gonna say hi.
Hey guys.
There you go. She will be posting a link in the comments after the video is complete, and you can enter to win. Yay! All right, so first off, the color. This is the Omni 360 Cool Air Mesh, and it is in this just beautiful olive green. It's probably my favorite green that I've seen on a carrier. I just really, really love it. And again, I know it's a little tough to imagine the carrier that you'll win because it's not going to be the Cool Air version, but this one has mesh. The one that you're winning will not have mesh. And it's a softer mesh. It's very breathable, which is great for hot climates and cooler climates. It actually comes with a little pocket that comes here, but this is my personal carrier. So we kind of had to do a quick little run to the house to get it, and the carriers or the pockets in another place. It has these sliders, which easily adjust the seat, and then it has an adjustable waist belt. So depending on baby size, all you do is with a little bit of Velcro, and you're not doing this daily. It's an every few months adjustment when your baby's tiny. So I'm gonna start off with the carrier in the smallest of the settings on the waist. And I'm gonna make sure that the sliders are all the way out into the widest setting too. And I'm gonna place the carrier on my waist. You'll notice that this carrier has a lumbar support in the back, which I know is very popular amongst the parents. It is not removable, so it stays on at all times, so you're not going to lose any pieces. As noted by that pocket that's removable, I remove things constantly and then don't put them back on. So I'm a fan. I'm going to just tighten. I'm wearing a sweater right now, so there's going to be a little bit more bulk on my body, but I always want to make sure that the carrier is positioned in a way that it's supporting my back here with the lumbar support, and that it is flat against my tummy. I'm going to grab my baby, who is Oliver. He is a baby doll. You have seen him a lot this week. He is about the length of a 6-month-old. However, he's the weight of a newborn. and his legs and arms do not function how a normal baby would, so, or an actual baby. So I'm just going to show you, for demo's sake, how you would put your baby on. So you put the carrier around your waist, baby goes on your chest, and you lift the carrier up and around the two of you. Now this carrier right now is on the most narrow seat setting because it's positioned for a newborn. As baby gets older, you would widen the waist to fit them. And what I'm doing is I'm just going in back, flipping, and then I'm adjusting my straps on the side. As you can see, baby is not visible and kissable, and that's because Oliver's a little too short. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this head support down like so, and I can still see that Oliver's a little short. So that means he's kind of like a newborn, and I'm going to tuck this interior, and there you go. He has that nice little head support, visible, kissable, and we're good to go. And if you're feeling like your baby, that a newborn, their legs are only going to come to like here. Very, very, very tiny little legs. Oliver has long legs. So as baby grows, you can adjust your seat. So I'm going to show you what it looks like on the neck setting, and you can tell the difference between them.
Can you cross the straps?
You can cross the straps. That's a great question. I can actually show you how I could cross the straps. So they have a dual release buckle, so you just lift like so. Always put your buckles through the little safety straps. And now that both buckles have been released, also undo the chest clip, I'm going to take most of the webbing through because you're going to use more of the strap in a cross strap position than you would in that backpack style. So then baby's on, I reach behind, I go through the little safety elastic loop, which is a catch strap, go on this one. I don't even think our friends at Ergo are at work yet with the time difference. 8 a.m. There might be some early arrivals, but if there's anyone from Ergo, hello friends. And just like that, you're good to go. Just like so. A couple other things to note is there is a hood, and people ask all the time, well, what do you use the hood for? It can be used for sleeping, so when baby's head kind of becomes a little more floppy as they get older and sleeping in a carrier, you can use it. You can also use it for some sun protection or for a little bit extra privacy while nursing. And then it just tucks back away into that pocket. And then I was going to show you how I would adjust the carrier for then a slightly bigger baby. So I'm going to come over here, and the dual release is very easy to use. So you can see here, lift and pinch. All right, so in order to adjust the carrier for a bigger baby, we come to the waist, and as you can see here, the red setting is for a small baby, and that's for about 20 inches in height. I don't know what an average newborn's height is. I had an 18.5 incher, and then I had a 21.5 incher, so probably somewhere in between. You'd go to this yellow setting, which is 24 inches, which then is going to be more of that, like a 4 to 6 month old is probably going to reach that in length. And you'll be able to see now the difference in the seat with Oliver because, again, he has pretty long legs for a newborn weighted baby. And I'm going to do the cross straps again, like so. As you can see, that head support pillow is very high. Baby is not in the ideal position yet. So what I'm going to notate is because Oliver is a doll that's supposed to be about 6 months old, you can see here that his legs are better supported in the carrier. He's in that knee-to-knee position that you really want. However, he's a little too short for the panel. This wouldn't really necessarily occur in a real baby because they're gonna be, you know, their limbs are typically symmetrical and the same size. So as you can see, then baby is in good position. And then on the widest setting is actually what I use with my daughter Luella, who's now, you know, 3.5. And maybe I'll even post a photo of her in the carrier on her birthday. She really likes it, even though it's not purple. And if you know my daughter, you know she loves purple. So there's more. So
Is the hood waterproof for rain?
I wouldn't necessarily call it waterproof. You're gonna get wet if you're in the rain. The material definitely is more of a athletic style material, so I don't know if I would call it waterproof. I can look on my handy dandy back sheet. No.
I can look it up.
Yeah, that's a really good question. I'm assuming your child would get wet. Maybe not soaked, but it doesn't seem like it's a waterproof fabric. All right, so when I said there is more, this is what I meant. So I'm going to keep the carrier in that middle setting for this next position.
Oh, it says the Ergobaby rain cover protects your baby from wind and rain.
Ooh. You know that means we're going to go test it downstairs.
Yeah.
We're going to just start pouring water on it.
This compact cover folds easily for on-the-go access, and its water-resistant shell keeps baby and carrier dry.
Well, there you go. Look at them. They thought of everything. So it has these sliders on the outside, and that is for your forward-facing mode or world-facing. And Oliver is a big fan of it. He loves showing his little face to the world. So let me show you. So I'm going to place, again, my carrier is going to stay on my waist. He's going to come into the carrier like so. And I'm sticking with the cross strap since I did that once. Reaching around and back. Going through my safety elastic, which you'll hear me talk about again and again. Because if for any reason a buckle comes undone, which is a very unlikely thing to happen, that elastic will catch the buckle before it slides out. So it's a good little feature to have. All right, so here we go. So when you are forward facing out, the seat is going to be in that middle or the widest position because that's going to be dependent on your baby's size. And what you want to do in order to get baby in a nice seated position is you're going to kind of rotate their little hips from underneath so that way they're sitting facing out. And this position starts becoming useful for a baby that is really curious about the world. They are constantly turning and wanting to see things. Maybe they're not quite back carry ready. I start to see more people use this position at about 4 to 6 months. Baby has really good head and neck control, and you know they're curious. And this position can be used for 5, 10, 15 minutes at a time. Baby can become a bit overwhelmed, so you really want to be aware of the sensory input that your child is receiving from the universe. But as you can see, Oliver clearly likes it. And there you go, and you're off to the races. Some babies have their little arms over, some have under. It's really about baby's preference. You can adjust the carrier webbing. So if you're using, obviously this is your primary carrier and you're not adjusting it constantly like I'm going to, you can just put the webbing in like so. And if you're just tuning in, I'm demoing the Omni 360 Cool Air Mesh, and we are giving away an Omni 360 in they have a black, they have a gray, they have a really pretty like blue. I think it's like a midnight. And one of you gets to win it. This carrier can be used on your front, your back. It can be used facing outwards in this world-facing position. And yay, one of you gets to win. Feel free to ask questions. You can also comment on my ghostly appearance. Am I like translucent yet?
No, and Marnie said you didn't look like a ghost.
Oh, yay, awesome. I didn't look like a ghost. It has this awesome lumbar support, and if you see here, it's actually not perfectly centered, which doesn't affect the safety. However, from a comfort perspective, I would just come over here, and I'd loosen this side, and then I'm going to center it on my back. So, I think that's more centered. There we go. All right, all. Well, well, thank you so much for tuning in. Michelle's going to post the blog as well as how to enter to win shortly. And we're so excited to do another round of Baby Roaring Week tomorrow, so tune in. We'll be going live at 2 p.m., I believe. Yep, 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. So we will see you then. Bye.